What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And yep, we're not in the Jeep, but we are going to get a couple things to help me fix the Jeep. So today we are going to be heading to my buddy Darnell's, and he's got a few parts for us. We did think we were going to do an entire axle swap, but plans kind of changed. Okay, excuse me, a little dusty in here, but plans kind of changed. So what we have to go do is go get a jack, because he lent his jack to one of his buddies. So I'm gonna go get a floor jack from my mom's place, throw it in this car, and then throw it in the Jeep, and then call a tow truck and get the tow truck to pick us up and take us to Darnell's. We were gonna do a whole axle, like I was just saying, but the thing is, the axle that he has, they don't have the right gears. He thought it had the right gears, but it was not geared to what we need. And we don't really want to be re-gearing the front, because, well, then we have to go get all those parts. So yeah, my option right now is to go and re-gear the rear end. He's got a carrier, a ring and pinion, and all the spider gears and everything like that. So I think what we're gonna have to go do is head over there, get ourselves the ring and pinion, and get ourselves basically the carrier, and just install that. Hopefully everything matches up and everything is the right part that we need. If I do need to go buy some stuff, I will. The reason I didn't go buy anything is because I thought we were going to do the whole axle. So I don't have any spare parts, because I was led to believe we were going to do the whole axle swap. Yeah, it's nobody's fault. It's just how things lined up. So excuse me, what I have to go do now is make sure that I have all the parts ready, like all the little pieces and all the odds and ends. Collect that, call the tow truck, and head over there. So I think what we're gonna have to do is just do the full transfer case, and then just put in whatever we can. Hopefully we don't have to buy any parts today. The reason I'm not trying to buy anything is because, well, I've spent a lot on this thing already this year. I think to date this year we've spent close to $10,000 doing the engine, the radiators, the rear axle rebuild, the front axle rebuild, the 3 sets of gears that we did. Like yeah, I'm on my last straws with this Jeep. Like, I know that I send it a lot, but that's because it's old, and that's what I bought it for. I bought it for sending it. I didn't buy it to treat it nice. I bought a new one to treat it nice, and that's what I did with the new one. I treat it nice. Like, I just waxed that thing yesterday. I hand washed it and waxed it, freezing my ass off. But yeah, that's besides the point. Once I'm done collecting everything and I get the Jeep over there, I'll catch up with you guys and I'll let you know what the exact plan is. But I have a good feeling we'll be driving it home today, because I think he's got most of the parts we need. Like, he's got a lot of extra Jeeps, so I'm hopeful. Well, we made it. The Jeep is here, and another little change of plans. So we're gonna do the transfer case first, and we do not have all the parts for the rear end. We don't have the full rebuild kit, so we don't have the crush washer and a few other things. So I think what we're gonna have to do is the transfer case. Then we're gonna see if that works, if the transfer case is the issue and everything moves. If it does and we can drive it in front wheel drive, then I think what we're gonna do is either drive it or call a tow truck and take it over to Audrey's so he can help me with the rear end, because he has a press and he has all the stuff, well, all the tools necessary to rebuild the rear end. So I'll go get a rebuild kit. We'll do new bearings, new gears, and everything in the rear end. And yeah, hopefully she'll be good. Got all the bolts out. She came out like butter. But look at that. Wow. That's a lot of mud. All right, I gotta get myself out of the way. Look at this. Damn. We do have a nice collection here. Holy crap. I guess we're gonna have to clean this off before we put her back in. It's probably a good 10-20 pounds of mud. Yeah, and whatever that is, fun stuff. All right, yeah, if you guys didn't watch the last video, then you can see she shouldn't be free spinning and she shouldn't be wobbling. So something's no good back there. I guess it's time to unbolt the transfer case, get it out, and see what happens. So we got the front drive shaft out, and she's still perfectly good, because we literally just installed these on the double cardan before I went out and destroyed everything. So it should be good. So front drive shaft is good. The rear drive shaft, if you guys watched the last video, I already replaced the U-joint that was bad. So that's inside the Jeep. And you can see here, this is spinning and this is locked. And I cannot shift it. I tried shifting it into too low. No way. Or sorry, too high I should say. There is no too low, it's not an Atlas. So I tried shifting it into too high. It doesn't want to shift. It's in 4 high right now and the front is locked. So there's definitely something going on inside here. I will be taking this thing apart for you guys and seeing exactly what I messed up this time, but that's going to be in a later video. And today we're going to just take this one out. We're going to replace it with another one, put the front drive shaft back in, leave the rear drive shaft out, and see if it moves and goes for a drive. If it does, transmission is good, and we replaced that, and that's half of our trouble. Then we just need to get the rebuild kit and do the rear end, which I'll explain exactly our plan once we finish this, because there's a few things we can do differently and we're still finalizing exactly what we're gonna do. So I don't know for sure until we actually get this put together and we know that it can drive. So we got the transfer case out. I managed to manhandle this, get it back into too high, and the front is still locked to crap and the rear still free spins, so that's not good. And you can see it does have like some kind of play to it, so that's not good at all. So this is going to come home with me and we're going to take it apart and see exactly what we destroyed, but like I said, that's going to be for a later video. Now I'm going to see if the transmission's okay. So we've got her in neutral and let's see if she free spins. Okay, she spins like she should. Now let's throw it into a gear. So that's first. It's locked up like it should be. If we go back into neutral, let's go fourth. Yeah, I think. Let's try third. I think we've got our gears, so I think the transmission is okay. Second. Yeah, she's good to go. All right, transmission survived. Just gonna get this silicone off so we can put some new one on, and we'll throw the new transfer case in and see if she moves. Now we've just got to take the studs out of the old one, or the new one that's going in I should say, because my studs came out with the nuts, so now they're bolts. Whatever. So we got to take these studs out and then get the bolts in. And we did check it, we do got to fill it with fluid, but I checked and it actually shifts super easy. All the gears clicking a lot easier than my old one. I checked it and everything spins as it should, so I think we're good to go. So I gotta go around like the outside or the inside?
I normally do the outside and a bit on the inside, just to be a little safe, you know. Yeah, like that would be perfect, yeah.
Be better if I had the tip, but you know, you can't win them all.
No, you do what you can.
Yeah, you can't win all of them. I'm actually surprised at how well this is working without the damn tip.
Well, it looks like you have the tip on.
Almost,
right?
Almost. You know, I'd call that good. Let me just get this one little piece I missed, and we call that done. I'm happy with that.
Fucking right.
Fucking goob it on there, good. Get her on there.
There you go, now you're good.
Yeah, fucking. Your way a little bit?
Yes, push the jack my way. Yep, good. Now we just have to go in.
Okay, are we at the right height?
Yeah, like that, to the right height, like that.
So do you want me to go a little bit more? Just like that, so we can. Okay, I'm gonna come down a little.
Yeah.
too much.
Well, we're going in.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're in. We're like halfway in.
Okay. Go down a bit.
Okay, a little bit more in.
Oh, that's it. That's nice. Okay, should I?
Okay, now with the twist this way. Yeah, you're going my way.
Twist more?
Yeah, other way. Yeah,
Hold
over
on.
the jack.
Yep,
yeah.
yep. Come on, you bastard. Okay.
Right there.
That's good?
That should be lined up.
We get the bolts.
I got them. These three here.
Wait, are these
Right
the
here.
right ones?
No, they're right here.
No, he has them. He has them.
Oh, yeah. There's three. I got you.
Gotta go get some gear oil, and Audrey insisted that I drive his Jeep. He didn't want to come with me, so we get to try out the JK. Oh, damn. It's nice in here. Alrighty, where is the window? Oh, of course it's in the middle. And if you guys haven't been following the channel, this thing is a beast. It is sitting on a 6-inch lift on 37s. Beautiful build. And to be honest, I've never really driven a JK. I think this is my first time. Maybe once. Actually, no, I lie. I have driven once in a JK, but it was a bone stock JK, and I drove it back from the beach with my friends. But yeah, no, it's real nice in here. And this one is automatic, in case you guys were wondering. He does have the upgraded screen, which is really nice. And we're not really going far, we're just going across the street actually. But at least we get to kind of get the feel for it. And this one is re-geared, so it actually drives nice. It actually drives better than my Gladiator on 37s because it's got its power back. After driving this, even for that, like, I don't know what that was, 20 feet, I want to re-gear my Gladiator. Like, I already knew I wanted to re-gear it, but this kind of just solidifies that. Yeah, that's nice. This has 488s and it drives honestly like my Gladiator used to back when it was stock. And we are here at Canadian Tire. That's right, boys, we're in Canada. So let's go in, let's go grab our gear oil, and let's fill up the transfer case, and I think we'll be done with the transfer case repairs. And then from there, we're just gonna do a little bit of gears in the rear end, enough to hold everything together so I could drive it over to Audrey's house and we can get everything done. And for those of you that are new to the channel and haven't seen this thing in action in the last few videos, this is Audrey's JK, and it is a brand new build. He bought it about 2 weeks ago, or sorry, a month ago. He built it in 2 weeks in his garage. 6-inch lift, 37s. He's got a Dana, or sorry, an Ultimate Dana 44 in the front. He's got a Dana 44 in the back. You've got pretty much everything in here that you would want. JK has disconnects. He's got the metal cloak 8 arms, full lift kit all the way around. You can see steel braided lines. He's got the resi shocks, or yep, those are actually resis. And yeah, like honestly, beautiful build. If you guys want to see this thing in action, once my Jeep is put back together, we will be going off-road probably next week. And jump on to the link down in the description and you guys can get yourself some stickers as well. And yeah, hopefully you guys will be there with us for the next video, but I cannot wait to see this thing in action again. All right, we got ourselves 2 bottles of the gear oil, and I got myself like one of these fancy bottles because maybe it'll be easier to pour it in there because it's always a pain in the ass. And we've also got keychains. There's 3 different keychain styles on the website, so check those out. I will be adding some new stuff, some new shirts, new keychains, and new stickers soon, but we got to get rid of the old merch so that we can roll back the money into the new merch. So yeah. I don't do many merch plugs, but I just wanted to share that with you guys. So now let's head back, let's finish the Jeep, and hopefully we can get it rolling. All right, the transfer case and the skid plate and everything went back in. Now we are going to be removing the shafts, which Darnell just did. I can take out the 2 gears, and we're going to do the carrier. There's a shim there. I got it. And here we have our beautiful carrier. Definitely has a few chunks missing out of it. Yeah, the funny thing is that big piece that's missing wasn't in the actual diff. So I don't know where the hell it is, but it's not in there. I found other pieces, but that big one was not it. You can see some of the bolts on the carrier here got messed up from a little bit of fun time they had in there with all the stuff running around. But we've got a fresh one right there. So good stuff.
You can keep the pinion inside.
Yeah, so the pinion,
we can put this inside the,
to be honest, the pinion has a few teeth missing. Oh, you know what? I might have found them more pieces. Hold on.
Holy shit.
Okay, there's nothing else back there except for mud. But there's a piece of my pin.
Smart guy.
And to be honest,
Fucking right, do it like that. Yes, put this in there.
yo, it's not moving.
Yeah. Smart.
Hey, it's not moving.
No, it's pretty solid.
I think the pinion is gonna survive. Like, it looks like shit and it's got teeth missing, but like I told you guys, the name of the game is get this thing running as quick and as easy as possible with as little cost as possible. And yeah, like I feel like oh, is there supposed to be a hole there? Is that supposed to be there? Or is that supposed to be a full circle? I feel like that's supposed to be a full circle. It should be, right? That should be a full circle, I'm guessing. But yeah. Okay. Well, that's all right.
I just checked that one.
Oh, they're like that?
Yeah, I just checked the one behind us.
Okay, so they are
Just to make
supposed to be
sure.
like that, apparently. We've got a bunch of Jeeps to check from one to a bunch of other ones over there. So yeah. Well, slight change of plans, guys. We got the wrong carrier with us. This is a carrier for the front end. Unfortunately, mistakes happen, not a big deal. What we're gonna do is get the right carrier for tomorrow. Then we're gonna throw in the carrier with the gears and the pin so that it holds the wheels on. Then we're gonna wait to install the ring gear and the new pinion, because we're gonna take it over to Audrey's. He's gonna help me actually rebuild it properly. I'm gonna get the rebuild kit. We'll pull the old pinion out. We'll get this pinion in there, which you can see is not damaged. And then we will actually have our rear axle rebuilt. So for now, I think we gotta leave it and come back to it tomorrow when we have all the parts. All right, guys, we've got the new carrier and the new gears. We do have another ring and a pinion right here, and we've got ourselves a limited slip. So now we are gonna have limited slip in the rear. Wasn't something I expected, but awesome. So yeah, Audrey's gonna have a hard time keeping up with us now. No, but in all seriousness, I'm happy that we got something that's gonna work. We don't know for sure until we throw it in, but I'm feeling pretty good. And then once we get that in there, we're gonna actually just put everything back together, get it over to Audrey's so that he can actually take off the pinion, reset the pinion with proper shims and everything, and get everything spaced and the backlash set properly, and everything is gonna be as it should be. But right now, we're just gonna be able to get it moving and get it driving so that we can actually get it over there. Well, we're back in the TJ. She's running and she's moving. I haven't actually moved it off the driveway yet. We're still sitting here at Darnell's, and I know I look a little disheveled. Been working out in the cold, sweating my ass off, Got crazy hot hair, but she moves. And we have a limited slip. So now, let's see. First gear. Oh, helps if you put the e-brake down. But yeah, first gear, we're rolling. Now the rear drive shaft is out. Something's making a noise that I don't like. Let me go check on that. What the fuck was that? Well guys, we're not driving it. It does drive, but there was something we overlooked, and it's quite important actually. I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna name this thing Big Turd, because that's what it is. So when I told you guys that something went flying into the woods, that's what went flying into the woods. You can see the U-joint is clear sheared off. The stub shaft is clear broken and open. That ear looks like a finger. Yeah. That's no good. So unfortunately, we're not gonna be driving her tonight. That is a small fix. It is something easy. It's just the end, like the stub shaft that has the splines on it and the ears. So U-joint and stub shaft and we're good. But yeah, wow. I can't believe I didn't even see that.
So we gotta
look at this.
Might not be the greatest, but it will get you.
Oh yeah, no. If we got a whole one, let's go.
It's still solid.
Yeah.
Well, this one doesn't have the pin.
Oh no, it's fucked. Yeah, it's messed up right there. But this is the piece that I need, though. You need here, yeah. This is the piece I need. That's it.
The U-joint is okay. We can swap it in there.
My U-joint's sheared off.
What is it?
Like it's broken off right. Yeah, it's sheared off right there. But at least we have the stub shaft.
Yeah, so all you gotta do is just fucking.
I'll just get a U-joint. Yeah. I just gotta get a U-joint. All right, cool. It's the next day, guys, and we didn't really tape much yesterday because we didn't really do much yesterday. We threw the carrier in. We threw new oil in the front diff, and yeah, like everything is back together. The new transfer case is in, or the new used transfer case is in. The front, I just need to take care of that stub shaft, which we're gonna do right now. And the rear end, we have our posi or our locker or our so technically it is a limited slip. It is a posi, but posi is more the GM term. But the difference between a limited slip and a locker is a limited slip is basically the opposite of an open diff. An open diff, the wheel with the least amount of resistance will spin. With a limited slip, the wheel with the most traction, so the most resistance, will get the power. So that's also like, if you get bound up, you can still snap an axle shaft, just like if you have a locker. But a locker will be better because it locks both tires together and they both turn no matter how much traction they have. Now, I got here today and it's an hour drive each way for me, and I forgot the key. I had a spare, but my spare isn't a chip key, so I can get in, but I can't start it. So we're gonna fix the stub shaft and then still have to come back and but yeah. And of course it's raining today. But here we have two, actually. One still has the bearing on it, one is here. They both look like they're pretty much in the same condition. This one actually looks a little better, so we're gonna use this guy. And all I have to do is get that old U-joint out of there. We're gonna press it out, then we're gonna get my shaft and replace it. So yeah, shouldn't take us too long, and then I'll go grab the key and yeah. Okay, the cap just basically broke on me. Nice. Okay, well technically we don't even need that side. So let's see if we can just get this side out then. Now the cap broke on this one as well. Ugh. Huh. All right, let's go in the garage and do it.
Let's see what we can do with it.
Well, as you can see, guys, it's raining and we're having fun. So we're gonna go take that off, and when we get it off, we'll go install it. Okay, we got this taken apart, and we also got the other one taken apart. This is, well, this is my bearing, but this is what's left of the heat shield that was around the bearing. Fun stuff, eh? And there's my washer for my axle nut. Put that up there. And yeah, you can see the bolt got shaved from all that damage in there. In here doesn't look too bad. She is leaking, but that is old fluid. I actually put new fluid in already, so we don't have to worry about that. Yeah, that's definitely not healthy though. Now, let's go take a look at the one we're gonna be replacing it with. I hate working in the rain. So here's the one I took out just now. Definitely a nice trophy. Yeah, I'm guessing that's what shot out. You can see that's what's left of my U-joint. Not very much. And this shaft doesn't look the best either. And for those wondering how come I always have water in my axle, you can see how dirty and nasty this axle shaft is. It's pitted to shit, and it won't seal on the actual seals, even though I've replaced the seals. So that's why she looks like this. But I think our next option is take this stub shaft rather than that stub shaft, because this one is pretty good. And I think we can use possibly this shaft, because, well, you see how mine looks. So we'll clean this one up, brush it off, and I think she'll be good to go. Well, only took us 3 hours. We just cleaned off the splines, and we've got the U-joint installed. And why did it take us 3 hours? Well, because the universe is against me today. For whatever reason, it doesn't want the Jeep fixed. As you can see, I'm wearing 2 of the same side glove because, yeah, I didn't bring the keys, I didn't bring the gloves. My gun already died, so we don't have an impact. But we got the U-joints done. Haha! Small success, small success. So now, I'm gonna throw this in. Button it all up, and then drive home an hour, eat something, drive back an hour, and then we'll try driving it. And believe it or not, she's silent. Like, I don't know when I replaced this last, but yeah, bearing is good. So there's that. And now we have a locker in the rear, and we've got everything fixed in the front. So yeah, bearing is in. Axle nut is in. Just gotta tighten her down to 175 foot-pounds. For some reason the axle's not turning.
Well, you have it in 4 high.
It's in 4-wheel drive, yeah.
That's why. That wheel's on the ground probably, so it's locking it, isn't it? Or should it still be free?
One of them should be free. It's an open diff.
What the fuck's going on?
One of them should be spinning, but oh, there it goes. It moved a bit. I don't know. For whatever reason, it's not spinning.
You have a locker now.
Yeah, it's locked. We got a locker in the front too somehow now. Sick. You see it? So I figured it out. I do have a locker. I left it in 2nd gear. I'm telling you, after 3 days in the cold and in the rain, you don't even know what the f you're doing. You can't think straight. Woo-wee! Finally. Now I get to go for my long drive. Well, we're back, and I got the key this time because we're actually driving. And I just left Darnell's. We are rolling. I left the drive shaft. I left the rear drive shaft out. Sorry, I've been on the highway for like 4 hours today, and I'm just like, I'm not there anymore. But I left the rear drive shaft out. I left the ring off of the carrier so that the pinion is not attacking it and destroying it, because we're gonna put in a new pinion, which is sitting in the box beside me right here. And the ring is also right here. So we're gonna do the ring, and we're gonna do the pinion, and we're gonna do all new bearings at Adri's. And Adri's basically gonna do the backlash, and he's gonna set everything for me and just help me out on that side, because like I said, I don't really have experience with it, and I don't have the tools. He's got a press, and he's got all the good stuff. So we're gonna go take it over there right now. I'm gonna get him the bearings. We're gonna basically just do all of that. And he is kind enough to actually do some welding for me and help me out with the body mounts. So it's gonna be like a brand new Jeep when we're done. She's driving real good right now. She's only driving on the front drive shaft in 4 high, but she's good. She has her new transfer case in, she's humming along, and so far, we're getting there. I'll update you once we arrive, but yeah, so far, so good. Well, she made it. The Jeep is here in its final resting place, next to its friend. And funny enough, you know, if you leave it in the rain for like 3 weeks, it'll kind of almost start to get the mud off. Like, you know, the whole thing looked like this. If you guys have been following the channel, it was nasty. But I've left it out for the past couple of weeks, and it's gotten a little bit better. But now she's got the doctor, and she's gonna get a lot better. So next time you guys see her, she should be a lot healthier. Well guys, and just like that, we made it back. The Jeep is mostly done. We have it left at Audrey's house. Adri, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. I really hope I'm not butchering it. It's A-D-R-I. I'm thinking I'm pronouncing it right, but if I'm not, I really apologize.
It's Audrey.
But we left it at Audrey's house. The Jeep is gonna be getting new pinion, new ring gear, the bearings, possibly the seals, fluid, and basically anything that it needs. He also messaged me and told me that it needs upper rear control arm bolt. So we snapped the bolt. So I grabbed a couple bolts just in case, so I know that I have a couple here, find the right size, and we'll be able to replace that. So apparently we snapped the bolt, we broke the stub shaft, we broke the rear axle and the transfer case. And yeah, I guess we went pretty hard. We try not to. I try to take it easy. I try to go out there and make the Jeep last.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, sometimes she doesn't last. But now I don't want Audrey to kick my ass, because he's the one putting the gears and the bearings back in. And if I break it too quick, that's his work. So I gotta be extra careful, because I don't want to get my ass kicked, because he's putting in a lot of hard work and a lot of his time into this, and I really appreciate that. I will be paying him back, definitely, but I do want to just say thank you to him, and thank you to Darnell for all the parts, and thank you for all the help from Joey. And yeah, so shout out to Joey, shout out to Darnell, and shout out to Audrey, and anybody else that is basically helping me out. Thank you guys. But I think, oh, and shout out to Vince. He's been driving me around back and forth trying to get this Jeep, so yeah, leave a like for him. But I think that's going to be it for today's video. I think I'm going to have to end it off here. We will be picking it up soon, doing a test drive, throwing in that last bolt, and yeah, a couple last things. Oh, and Audrey's also going to be helping me with the body mounts. I don't think we did the body mounts yet, but we will be doing them. Like, I don't think we're doing them this time, but I think we'll be doing them soon. So yeah. But I think that's going to cut it for today's video. So definitely jump down there, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave this video a share, because we are definitely trying to grow the channel. We're almost at 10K. We're very, very close, and I know we can get there with your help. But until then, guys, ride safe out there. Peace.